right? Shalom, Yashala. Call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Waha, Rakak, Wadash, Barakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akim pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquat out there listening. Now, what I have here on the screen, uh, I had that little laugh at the end because I said, of course, salutations to the select number of Aquat out there listening. They not, engulfed in this madness. The Lord, in all honesty, took that spirit from the women of our nation to be humble. Call all Yabashim Yashah for that. But if you're not in that, if the Lord hasn't put that spirit on you, man, the left hand side is wide open, man. And this video, if you Akim and Akwat are not familiar with it, it's circulating real heavy on all social media platforms, man. Just weird, just weird, but also just this horror culture, man, that these women are passing down to their daughters, man, like it's cool. When the scriptures, surely speak against that, and then on what women are to do. But you're looked at as a toxic, misogynist. You're not open minded. Those are the thoughts. And actually the views that people have who come against Yahweh Bashem Yashah, the word, or the men who do address this. But I'm gonna let this clip play. But I'm gonna get some scriptures after the clip plays.
This is my daughter. I'm Rakia. I'm 26 years old, and we live in Jacksonville, Alabama. We do everything together. Yeah. I mean, everything. Watch a movie together, cook together, twerk. Go crazy. Show up. I couldn't imagine my life without my mom being in it. It would ruin me. I wouldn't know what to do, how to function. I've had people say that we're too close. Right, you got to spread it open a little bit. My mother and I have been waxing each other for quite some time now. I showed her my first sex tape about 2 years ago. I showed her my first sex tape maybe a year ago. What kind of positions do you think I should do, or what do you think we should do? And she was just like, oh, girl, prop your leg up in this angle. Maybe your back should have been a little bit more arched in this position.
You have your significant others.
Yes, and he was like, you guys are sick.
And he was right. There it is. You had the mother, acting as if though it was cute. This is acceptable behavior. This is condoned behavior, because people be like, well, it's if it's just, man, whatever, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 16 verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. Okay, so this this whole notion of well, they're just bonding, they're just empowering themselves. How is that empowerment, man? That is doing nothing more than condoning to whoredom, man, and completely being out of order, man. That whole my body, my choice thing, but nobody never wants to expound on my body, my choice, your consequence, man. Now that's like what do we know what the scripture says about it, but in what shape, form, or fashion is this acceptable, man? And it's just it's very disappointing to see, but the most high is definitely gonna judge our people for this type of behavior, man. This so-called acceptable behavior, because you can do anything under the sun. Okay, that was completely out of order, man. Because even processing it, I'm like, why even put it on TLC for one? Putting on national television, man. A very well-known channel or can't think of a digital publication, have you? You know, and it's all, you know, of course, it's all over the internet. You know, but this is acceptable though. But it also shows though what that no male, no authoritative or leaders in that house. Okay, the so-called, okay, the head of the house is not in there. Okay, but hey, this is acceptable though. Let me get bear with me, Baba Kusha. Proverbs 22 and verse 6. This is Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Okay, you raise a child to go on a particular path, and you know, Abaratazah, if it be the will of the Heavenly Father, that child doesn't, you know, veer off, man. You know, you can granted you know, a parent can only do what they can do, but hell, this is clearly all the way from this is all the way up into adulthood. I don't know how old Eve is, if I missed it, Salakia, but she's, you know, well over, she appears to be well over 21, right? You know, what values have you instilled in your child, man? Twerking with your daughter on TikTok, exchanging sexual footage of sescapades, and that's supposed to be acceptable, man. You know, but I will say this: you know, when you do when that video was on social media, you know, the comments was like, what is this? Like, you know, WTF? Like, what the F is this, man? Like, this is, you know, it's sick. You know, like Eve had said at the end, their significant others, and it was like, man, you sick, y'all sick. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really no joking matter, man. But this right here, somebody will, lo and behold, you know, it may be a small number, maybe a larger number, but people will, hey, we'll let them do them, you know, or try to defend it. Well, you got to consider, man, look, man, everybody got to consider everything else that's outside of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. That's what it's come to. Well, when you consider, your consideration is just you outside of the temple, man. You know, the true cursing, the true, you know, filth, man. Because what good is that for you to twerk with your daughter and to pass that off like that's some type of heritage or legacy, man? And there's, you know, and what I'm about to get next, you know, of course, it goes for the men too. A lot of so-called black men, you know, Israelite men, you know, teaching their sons a bunch of bullshit. You know, pardon my French. This is Titus chapter 2, verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. Okay? And this sound doctrine is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Not something all over the place, very direct order. Law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Verse 2. That the aged man be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith and charity and patience, to live wisely. Okay, to move in the order of how Yahweh Bashem Yahushua intended you to move, man. Okay, to move wisely, man. To garner respect. You know, just the way, pretty much just the way you carry yourself. There's really nothing you can do but respect, right? You know what I'm saying? For those who are somewhat well mannered in the society, because even those that, you know, who are you know, well mannered, you know, this society is, you know, totally ass backwards, man. Just like our nation is totally ass backwards, you know, and the Lord's going to deal with that. I'll continue reading. Verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things. What's that, teachers of good things? Being a good example, man, to the young woman. Okay, and up above, verse 2 is talking about the same thing with, and it goes down further down, you know, for the young men too. You know, of course, this goes for both, you know, man and woman. But this, you know, of course, this video is is more so, just on the topic of how these young women and then the mothers are condoning the whoredom and participating in it. I'll reread verse 3 again. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. Wasn't nothing holiness about that, man. Twerking with your daughter, okay? It's like, okay. It's like that's the like smallest if, but that's nah, man. That's not even, that's not even the business, man. You know, you're to be an example, man, to your child, man. And that just wasn't a good example all the way around. So no, you know. And once again, like I said earlier, like why even put it on social media? But for one, the hell with social media. Why even have it in your household, man? Okay, because that right there was a very obvious dysfunctional way of living that people think is cool, that people think is fine. Okay, and then you have other relationships between mothers and daughters where they badmouth one another. They speak complete filth, man. They literally have the mouth of a sailor. Okay, this is verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. And none of that I seen in that video was displayed. None of that was spoken of whatsoever. Okay, that clip I just played. There was exchanging what positions she should be in on a sex tape, twerking with a mom on TikTok. Just weird all around. Just that's crazy, man. And 4 is key. Let me read that again. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Be good women to your husband. You know what I'm saying? Be a good wife. Be a helpmate as the Lord intended you to be. Be nurturing to your children, man. Be a good be a good role model for your daughter. Or vice versa for the man. A good role model for your son. I'll continue reading. Verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. Okay, that they don't dishonor the Most High. They don't dishonor their husband. Okay, his legacy. They don't dishonor their father and their mother. But the BS that Jake is being taught now is, the parents are the root of the problem. Which is, the parents are, a lot of times parents are the root of the problem. Now, of course, you take accountability when you become an adult. But parents, a lot of times parents are the root of the problem at times, man. It's just not acceptable, man. It's just not acceptable. And it's not as easy as, okay, you don't like it, don't watch. Granted, okay, we understand that because what? We convey the same message. Hey, you don't want to listen to, the scriptures broken down correctly, how they're supposed to be. We tell y'all what? You don't like it, don't watch, right? Go to another channel. But that was more so an example that I wanted to bring awareness to. Like, man, like a lot of these dysfunctional ass young adults out here, their parents are the root of the problem because they condone whatever BS their child was doing and they raised them up. So just like I read from Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6. Parents can be the root of the problem a lot of times, man. Okay? And also on that verse 5 says obedient to their own husbands. These women are taught to talk back. Don't let no man tell you nothing. Don't let him oppress you, as they like to say. So basically just live like a wild ass animal, man. Just be a wild ass animal. Do thought shit. Now that's condoned. Now women just calling themselves thoughts. Just ass backwards, man. just ass backwards. Don't basically don't try to align yourself with what's right. Basically, is what these women are teaching their daughters. Vice versa with men and their sons as well. Whatever the scriptures say, let's do the left. Let's do the opposite of it. This is verse 6, and I'm gonna end it off here. Young men likewise exhort to be sober minded. Exhort to be sober minded, man. Be sober minded. Be not, full of strife and BS, man. Just party and bullshit. That's what a lot of these parents are teaching their children. You know what I'm saying? Didn't no one say you couldn't have a good time? But bro, first and foremost, it's a time and a place, and then how to have a good time. And Jake knows better than that, man. But it's just a prime example, man, that parents can be the root of the problem as well. 2/3 of our people, man. But Abaratazah, this was edifying for the Akyam and Akwath. Once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, Waha Rakah Kodash Barakathum. I'd like to give double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing its truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwath out there listening. Shalom.